Galen Rowell is considered one of the greatest American photographers. He was born August 23, 1941, and died August 11, 2002. Rowell was introduced to the wilderness at a very young age and began climbing mountains at the age of 10. To share his traveling experiences with his friends and family, he began taking pictures, not thinking it would turn into a career. Rowell was highly influenced by another famous photographer, Ansel Adams. His images expressed a sense of awe for the expanse and scale of the mountainous landscapes that he would become famous for capturing. Galen was not only famous for his pictures, but also his significant achievements in mountain climbing and riding. During his career, he published a total of 18 books on mountaineering and photography. Amongst the most well-known are in The Throne Room of the Mountain Gods and Mountain Light. Mountain Light is one of the most widely read photography guides ever produced. He referred to his landscape photographs as dynamic landscapes, due to both the fast-changing nature of light and conditions and his energetic pursuit of the best camera position at the optimal moment. Galen's photos explained and demonstrated the techniques he used to transform light and color into vivid, uniquely expressive art. Rowell's work is influential to many because he pioneered a new kind of photography in which he was not merely an observer, but considered himself a participant in the scenes that he photographed. He considered the landscape part of the adventure and the adventure part of the landscape. When you look upon Rowell's photos, he wanted you to feel a strong personal vision and emphasize the importance of pre-visualizing your image. He truly loved the natural world and tried to protect it through his photographs and writing. That is why he was so inspiring to so many people. Much of Rowell's work reflects a preoccupation with issues relating to conservation, environmental preservation, and humanitarian causes. He won the Ansel Adams Award for Conservation Photography in 1984, plus he went on more than 40 international expeditions that have taken him to Africa, Antarctica, Canada, China, Europe, Greenland, India, Nepal, New Zealand, Patagonia, Peru, and Tibet. From 1968 on, he used a 35mm Nikon camera and lens, almost exclusively for their reliability and portability. His main media choice was color slide film. Rowell conceived a technical approach of extending the dynamic range of film. He developed a set of graduated neutral density filters and had them produced. They were sold under his name and became a standard for dealing with a high contrast scene. Rowell also mastered the technique of using balanced field flash, which allowed him to lighten the deepest shadows in a subtle way to match the relatively narrow dynamic range of color proportional film. Galen Rowell's work has influenced my photography because he never actually received any form of training. He just started taking pictures one day and discovered his passion for it. This inspires me to discover how I can put my own personal story into my pictures. Galen's passion for the great outdoors and nature is really what made me choose him. I love the wilderness, and I also hope to one day travel the world. I want my photography to be seen and heard by how important nature is and the need to preserve it. I now believe light is the key to making your image, thanks to Galen Rowell.